How does Dylan AI impact in there? Because now we, of course, we've seen a lot of evolution, right, in the EdTech, if that will be the category, how that
Yeah.
it's impacting. You can go to the chat, ask, okay, create me the titles for a course of specifically XYZ, right? And pretty much you're going to have all that info. How is first? How does that impact the business or the category, the market itself, and more specifically as well the next gen platform?
You have a lot of financial listeners to this podcast, right, Alex?
Yeah.
They might be familiar with what happened to Chegg, to the Chegg stock, about 2-3 weeks ago, prior to this recording. For those who are not familiar, Chegg, one of the leading education companies, public company, they watched their stock price cut in half, more or less, in a 24-hour period. Right? The reason, the why, Dan Rosenwig, who's a brilliant CEO, I have tremendous respect for him. He mentioned, rightfully so, in an earnings call that ChatGPT was eating into their business and they had user growth decrease significantly. The markets reacted. Some might say overreacted. I'm not here to comment on that. I am not someone who values public companies. That's not my skill set. But it was certainly a wake-up call for most specifically the EdTech industry, education, but the broader marketplace as well, I'd argue. And if you think about the reality, Alex, it's what you said. Students are going to ChatGPT. They are exploring these free resources. They are writing their essays. They're doing their homework. They're asking questions. They're getting tutoring. Now, Chegg and many other companies have produced their own AI-powered products, and I think that's a great step in the right direction. However, I don't think the solution will exclusively come from taking what we're doing today and adding AI onto it and doing it slightly more in a different way tomorrow. I think we have to start to create with AI and think of what would be possible if we had AI from the get-go, right? So it's not just making current processes more powerful, more productive, a bit faster. That's great, and that is something that we should do, period. But to really fight the innovator's dilemma and to be here 10 years from now and be a leader, I think it's going to require a new way of thinking with AI, right? You have to design products, design experiences, cater to users, solve problems with AI. Not take your existing solutions and add AI into them. Again, you have to do that. So don't listen to this and say, oh, well, we shouldn't be doing, no. Add AI into whatever you're doing. You should do that, get better at it. But also think about ways to really transform your delivery, go 0 to 1 again with the power of AI. And you asked specifically about how we're doing that at NextGen. We launched a platform called NextGen Skills earlier this year. And the whole goal of the platform is to personalize skill building with AI. Now, in a way, this has been done for a long time, Alex. If you look at things like TikTok and Instagram, they all have a For You page, right? You open TikTok, you have a For You page, I have a For You page, your listeners have a For You page, and that content is specific to them. It's an algorithm that knows you pretty well. Some people joke that it knows you better than you know yourself, and it serves you content that they know you are going to engage with. That is a version of AI at work. But now imagine, Alex, if the content was actually being newly created based on the user. And so Dylan opens TikTok. He's got my For You page. It's content that was literally created for me, right? It's not just organized and curated, but it's created for me. That is what I think the future of learning looks like. So this way, when you come to NextGen Skills and you learn leadership, whether you are a high school student with 0 leadership experience, or you are a manager with 3 years of leadership experience, we can cater the content to you by creating net new content powered by things like GPT-4 or Bard or Claude or whatever your platform is, right? There are a million different technologies out there, open source. We see new ones every day. That is what we aim to do, to personalize the experience. I believe, and the research would back this up, that it's going to promote engagement. You're going to see better engagement. It's going to promote better outcomes, and be more effective in doing the job of delivering the content. And it's also what people are going to expect, right? We see personalization in everything. Education, quite frankly, has been one of the last industries to embody that. And I think a lot of it is because prior to the pandemic, technology wasn't part of education, right? It was very simple in how we delivered our learning. We'd go to a classroom, we'd sit there, we'd read out of a textbook, we'd communicate, but we didn't rely upon technology so much to deliver the application of learning. And without that, We didn't have the data. We didn't have the learnings. We couldn't apply things like machine learning to understand what's happening in a classroom environment. That all changed with the pandemic. Learning went online. E-learning as industry exploded. All of these new solutions are data-driven. Now it's possible to use things like AI to really transform education. And that excites me. That fires me up because I believe education is hope. Education is the key to a better future. We joked at the beginning of the call about this utopia we're moving toward. It's not coming without education, right? So we have to apply cutting edge technology to the piece that debatably, if you want to fight me and say healthcare is maybe a larger driver in someone's life outcomes, okay, I might not fight you on that. But education is everything, Alex. And if we can help somebody early in their career, early in their journey, gain these skills, gain this mindset, this approach to life through education, game over. That's a dangerous person in the best way.